Hi there! Before anything else, I would like to welcome everybody watching this video to another fruitful yet challenging year ahead of us. But despite the pandemic, I hope that through this simple way, we teachers can still instill some information that will gradually become your crystallized knowledge. So without further ado, let's get started. Our topic is about finding context clues. What are context clues and how to recognize it? To begin with, context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meaning of a new unfamiliar words. From this meaning, we have two essential words that we need to remember. One is clues, and the second one is unfamiliar. Have you ever experienced to open your dictionary and search for some meanings of words that you don't know at all? Well, by studying context clues, you will be able to develop an ability to recognize the meaning or the possible meaning of the unfamiliar words without opening your dictionary beforehand. For a clearer illustration, imagine that you are a treasure hunter, and in order to find a treasure, you need a map. And this map will give you clues, and these clues will reveal itself along the way. And all you have to do is to identify and analyze these clues. For these clues will help you reach your destination and reveal the needed treasure. The same with our lesson. Clues are oftenly given and provided along the sentence or paragraph. You just need to look for it. Remember that when providing meanings from the clues, it will not necessarily require you to give the exact meaning that a dictionary provided. Since you are the one to identify its meaning, therefore, you are to infer what the unfamiliar word means based on the given clues. But how can we find the clues? Aside from the fact that these are located near the unfamiliar word, we have different kinds of context clues that we should remember, and these are some of them. Number 1, definition or description clues. It is formally defined or explained within the sentence or in the following sentence. Clues that might signal its definition include, that is, commas, dashes, and parentheses. For instance, his emaciation, that is, his skeleton-like appearance, was frightening to see. Skeleton-like appearance is the definition of emaciation. The word that is signals the meaning of the word emaciation. In this kind of context clues, the definition is directly given and provided. Another example, fluoroscopy, examination with a fluoroscope, has become a common practice. The commas before and after examination with a fluoroscope point out the definition of fluoroscopy. How about this? The dudeen, a short-stemmed clay pipe, is found in Irish folk tales. The dashes setting off a short-stemmed clay pipe point out the definition of dudeen. Another kind of context clues is example clues. Sometimes, when a reader finds a new word or unfamiliar word, an example or examples might be found nearby that helps to explain its meaning. Words like including, such as, and for example, point out example clues. For instance, piscatorial creatures such as bangus, salmon, and sapsap live in the ocean. Piscatorial obviously refers to fish, the word such as point out examples of piscatorial creatures. Therefore, given the examples, we can easily infer that piscatorial creatures are seawater creatures. Celestial bodies including the sun, moon, and stars have fascinated man through the centuries. Celestial objects are those in the sky or heavens. The word including point out the examples of celestial. In this kind of clues, examples were given and your task is to identify the general idea presented before providing the meaning of the unfamiliar word. Another kind of context clues is mood or tone clue, wherein the author sets a mood, and the meaning of the unknown word must harmonize with the mood. Sometimes within the sentence, we will not find any definitions or examples given, but instead, the emotion or the mood of the sentence explains everything that can be used to infer the meaning of the unfamiliar word. For instance, the lugubrious wails of the gypsies match the dreary whistling of the wind in the old but deserted cemetery. Upon reading this, you can understand exactly what those unfamiliar words mean, especially the word lugubrious. But analyzing the sentence, you have the feeling that it's somehow sad because of the presence of the word cemetery. And what is the feeling evoked when you heard the word cemetery? Of course, it is not something or a place where people can throw a party at all, because it is the opposite. So to infer based on the mood of the sentence being reflected, the meaning of lugubrious is somehow negative. It emanates sadness or even sorrow. And with that, lugubrious, which means sorrowful, fits into the mood set by the words wails, dreary, and deserted cemetery. Another example, when the children at the birthday party saw the cake, the balloons, and the clown, they were ecstatic. Ecstatic, which means very excited, fits in the mood set by the cake, balloons, and clown. Of course, in a party, when there's a cake, balloon, and clown, it means joy, which makes children very excited. We still have other kinds of context clues, and these are, we have synonym or restatement clues. These are clues which were used twice, but one with more difficult word and the other in a simpler way. For example, the result of the investigation is unpredictable. No one knows what the result will be. Of course, when no one knows what the result will be, the result is unpredictable, right? You see, they introduce the same ideas that somehow lead us to inferring what unpredictable means. Another example, the mountain pass was a tortuous road, winding and twisting like a snake around the trees of the mountainside. What could be the definition of tortuous in the sentence? Right, tortuous means winding and twisting. On the other hand, a word may differ depending on how it is being used in the sentence. For instance, let us identify how the word square is being used in the sentence. Example, this figure is a square. In this sentence, square is used as the geometrical figure, as in square, the shape of square. Another example, let us give him a square meal. In this sentence, it does not directly mean a meal that is square, but idiomatically speaking, it means satisfying meal. Another example, try to square yourself. In this sentence, it does not ask you to literally measure or chop yourself into square, but sometimes Since square is an equal fair shape, it could sometimes mean different things. In this case, it means to adjust or set yourself right. Another example, they will perform a square dance. In this case, square here is used as a kind of dance. Remember that words sometimes differ its meaning based on how it is being used in the sentence. I think that will be all for this video. There are still different kinds and ways on how to identify context clues. But always remember that they are always there to guide you. You just need to open your eyes and mind. Learn to look, because sometimes we keep on looking on the other side when the answer is already there in front of us. Once again, thank you for listening. If you have any questions regarding this topic, you are always free to write it in the comment section below. Happy learning once again. Goodbye, everyone.